now you can see how our panorama looks like. It consists of three parts. The first part is, of course, the pictorial canvas. The length of it is 120 meters. 120 meters. The height of it is about 120 meters is 360 feet, and the height of it is 16 meters or 48 feet. And by the way, the pictorial canvas weighs 1 ton. 1 ton. Yes, it's really a great picture, but not only the pictorial canvas. This is relief construction. This is relief construction, and it's also rather large because the distance from the observation point and to the pictorial canvas is 13 meters or 52 feet, and or 39 feet, and that's why this is a great relief construction. And the third part is illumination. We are here, but as if it is daylight, really. We are looking at the pictorial canvas. It is like daylight, and those who were working here, 7 artists, they decided to choose for their picture one day of the Battle of Stalingrad, the 26th of January of 1943. And why? Because on the 26th of January, two fronts met on the top of the hill. Now imagine, we are standing on the top of the Mamai Hill, and in front of us there is the ruined city, the city on fire. The fights are going on, and we'll see everything here. And by the way, of course, it was only one day, the 26th of January. But there are some heroic deeds, I'll tell you about them. They were not performed on the 26th of January, maybe on some other days, but they also have them all here on the pictorial canvas. First of all, I'd like to show you this building. Do you recognize it? It's the mill. It's the ruined mill. And the panorama is next to the mill, quite close to it. And near the ruined mill there is the farmhouse, and all the reinforcements, as I told you, came from the left bank of the Volga. All of them, the Volga, this Volga is frozen. And now you can see everything here, and we'll go a little bit further on.
The left bank is the other side, correct?
It's the left bank, yes. We called the Volga the lifeline. The Volga the lifeline, and where we are, the ruined mill. But I'd like to tell you about one of the extraordinary heroic deeds that were performed during the Battle of Stalingrad. Have a look at this man. Have a look at this man. Now, the man on fire. You can see him, yes? His name was Mikhail Panikaka. He was a Marine. He performed his heroic deed in September in 1942. And you see, not very far from the Mamai Hill, it was in the area of the Krasny Oktyabr plant, of the metallurgical plant. Fascists were coming towards the Soviet soldiers and officers, and during the war the situation was very difficult. There were not grenades enough, there were not rifles enough, but they had bottles with Molotov cocktail. inflammable liquid, and they used them. For example, Panikaka, he had two bottles with Molotov cocktail, and when he saw the fascist tank oncoming, he stood up and he had one of the bottles in his hand over his head. And at that very moment, the bullet struck the bottle, and immediately the inflammable liquid was all over him, and he was set on fire. But he, in spite of that, in spite of the terrible pain, he seized the second bottle and he rushed towards oncoming fascist tank. And in a few moments he smashed the bottle at the tank, and the tank was on fire, and he fell on that tank, and they both were on fire, the tank and Mikhail Panikaka. And so there is a memorial tomb on the Mamai Hill with the name of Panikaka. He was not buried because nothing was left to bury. Nothing was left to bury. But his name there is on the Mamai Hill. And now we'll go a little bit further on.
You made the reference to left, right? You know that everywhere once it's going down, it always happens left.
And I'd like to show you how the artists used nature in their work. You see, for example, the sky. The sky, it is as if on fire because it is orange, red, yellow, as if the sky is on fire and everything is on fire. This is Katusha's fire. You see, they are firing. And also you can see that the snow is not the same. Where the Soviet soldiers and officers are going to attack, the snow is white, clean. And where the fascists are, the snow is
Dirty.
dark. Yes, it's dark, it's blue, and that's why it's quite different. Now I can show you this plane on fire. This plane on fire. There was one of the pilots, his surname was Rogalski, and his aircraft was set on fire. And maybe he could save his life. He did not want to do this. He wanted to destroy the fascist tanks, and he piloted his airplane on fire to the fascist tanks, and more than 10 of them were destroyed. And of course, Rogalski perished. So did not only Rogalski, but many other pilots during the Great Patriotic War, during the Battle of Stalingrad. And now you can see this airplane. This is U-87, and I'd like to tell you that during the Battle of Stalingrad, more than 1,000 of such airplanes were brought down.
Stuka.
Yes, yes, yes. There were great losses, and these are our Soviet soldiers going to attack.